right, folks, I got the top of the hour here. We're going to go ahead and kind of do a longer introduction to let more folks get loaded in here. We had a big class today, so we got a lot of folks logging in here. First of all, my name is Jeff Clark. I'm a regional director here with GoldenCare. I've been with GoldenCare for nearly 29 years this fall. So I guess I've been around for a while. My job typically is to help compare, contrast, review different extended care options for our brokers, help them kind of shop and evaluate which products make the most sense for the clients they bring us. So today we're going to be talking about why partner with GoldenCare. So it's kind of a pretty short and sweet, kind of to the point, but we're just going to kind of go through a battery of tools, of great selling and marketing tools that GoldenCare has to offer our agents to help you guys be more successful. So that's more or less what we're going to kind of cover today. I'll be kind of just rolling through them. I'll try to go to the websites and show you some live demos of some stuff. But really, you know, why partner with GoldenCare? You know, I know there's gonna be a lot of slides, a lot of great tools, but I'll just tell you, it's our people. You know, myself, you know, having been here for long, we've got Tom Reno, who's been here also for 29 years, and Jen Felton has been here for 29 years. We've got a whole team of people that have been here for decades. And this isn't, like we say, this isn't a hobby of ours. This is a passion of ours. We love to help people sell more. We love to help, myself, I do, and I know my team does. We love to help agents with what clients they bring us, what prospects, whether again it be that 71-year-old lady with osteoporosis and a compression fracture, or a healthy 50-year-old couple that maybe own a small business. They might want to do an employer carve-out for themselves and offer it to their employees. No matter what you bring us, association, worksite, individual, hybrid, home care, long-term care, short-term care, we like to think we're your partner in that area. So what we really bring to the table is our expertise, and that's really our biggest tool, and you have access to it. I'm going to presentation mode. I'll bounce out of here in just a second. Hang on. Bear with me here. Not sure what this is about. Looks like my screen, there we go. Had froze up there for a little bit, but okay. So no reason first of all, there's no reason to take a bunch of heavy notes here. We are going to give you a copy of this presentation, which will show you a lot of the screenshots and things that you need to do, where to find the tools, that kind of stuff. So don't worry about being too, don't worry about taking too serious notes there. If you need to leave early, maybe it's great information, but you have to dip out, don't worry. We'll be sending you a copy of this presentation when we're done. We do that with all of our presentations. Those who attend or sign up, we give them a copy of it. Questions. You know, there's an area to go ahead and type in your questions, and I'll look at those at the end. We can go answer things and kind of go back and revisit them. Just another announcement, this Thursday at 10 a.m., as you may or may not know, NGL has released their new product called Honest LTC. We've got their Mike Simonstad is going to be from NGL. Will be doing a presentation on that new product for us, 10 a.m. on Thursday. So, okay. Okay, why GoldenCare? Well, just take a look there. We have lots of services. I'm going to be going through a lot of these, so I'm not going to read them all to you. But we have the products, we have the tools, we have the expertise, and we have the willingness to help you folks. So really, it all starts with you guys getting contracted. Everything that you're about to see today, all these tools and services, you have access to all of these, or most of these, are just by becoming an agent and having one contract with us. So again, we can get you fired up with product information and sales tools, but it really starts with you, the agent. We got to get you contracted to get you in front of people. So it all starts with that. So if you're not contracted, get a contract with one of our carriers. There's got to be a product that will fit, and you'll have access to all the tools you're about to see. Okay, so starting off, little history on GoldenCare. You know, for those of you who maybe don't know who GoldenCare has been here, we've been around for 51 years now. We are a leader in the extended care market, having written almost $1 billion in extended care premiums with long-term care, short-term care, home health care, et cetera, et cetera. At our level, we work hand in hand with carriers and kind of help design products that may be a product that's lacking in a certain market. We work hand in hand with carriers to design these plans. We helped Mutual Omaha design their long-term care plan. Previous to that, we worked with Transamerica on their plan and marketed for many, many years. Recently, we've been working with Manhattan Life. We brought you the Omniflex short-term care plan. So GoldenCare will continue to be kind of a little bit more than just your regular MGA out there, FMO. We're actually working with the carriers to bring you state-of-the-art products that will offer the best solutions we can possibly put together for you. So again, we're kind of a big organization when it comes to this extended care market. All right. Products. Okay, you'll see here all the different products that we have. I don't know how many carriers we have now, probably 80. Well, we do specialize, of course, in the long-term care, short-term care, home health care, life and long-term care hybrids, all the extended care solutions. We do have all the carriers and contracts to help you out with the other products too, the Med Subsidy Advantage and drug plans and dental insurance. And we do have life contracts and hospital indemnity and annuities, things like this. So certainly if you're curious about some of those areas, give us a call here and we'll grab some products for you. All right. The team, myself, Jeff Clark, regional director, and you've got Manny and Morgan also as directors. We're here to help you. Like I mentioned earlier, it's all about our people. And here's the rest of our team. And as we go through here, you'll see our different departments and things that we do. But the biggest thing is just call at 800-842-7799, no matter what you're working on, no matter what you've seen today. If you're having trouble accessing a tool or you're just not sure, don't ever be afraid to call us. Okay, let's get into some tools. Well, the very one we're doing right now, training. So at GoldenCare Agent, I will take us there in a little bit. GoldenCare Agent, all the webinars that we do, whether it be on products or tools or how to sell long-term care, a copy of the missing link presentation as if we're actually selling to a consumer. All of this training is available at goldencareagent.com under tools or resources. Just look for webinars and then pre-recorded. We have an entire library, even little 10-minute ones for how to do an e-app or how to, maybe you haven't done a med sup yet, or you haven't worked with a particular company, or so any aspect of the sale, new business, underwriting, any area you think you're lacking in, you'll be able to find a lot of help at that pre-recorded library of ours. So look for that. Yeah, another little perk here at the bottom. We do offer complimentary CE vouchers for certain webinar events that we do. So I don't know, if you attend a webinar, we'll send you a CE, a voucher that will take you to our CE site that more or less you can complete any of your CE requirements, and we'll pay for those courses for you. Rewards. It's a nice little perk we offer folks. So every app that you sell, sometimes even for attending trainings, we offer points, but they all accumulate towards GoldenCare rewards, which can be translated into Amazon dollars. So for every app, we just got done paying our short-term care bonus, where some people, we give them, I don't know, about $20, $25 per app. So at the end of the quarter, we add them up, and some of these guys that are writing a bunch, they'll get, anywhere from $600 to $800 for towards Amazon, just for accumulating points for writing business through us. So it's available for a lot of different products that we have. We do different promotions during the year. We'll pay more points or bonus points, etc. So as you sell through us, you earn points towards GoldenCare rewards. And as far as redeeming those points, you go to goldencarerewards.com. We send you the codes for every app you write. You put those codes into your rewards account, and it turns it eventually into an Amazon code that you'll then take to Amazon. So if you have $500 to redeem, your points will accumulate here as you put them in. We go ahead and go to Amazon and redeem those. So anyway, nice little program. Our agents love it. Just an extra perk that we offer. Okay. Other incentives. So the carriers, as you probably are well aware, they're going to be offering these bonuses throughout the year. So whether it be Mutual Omaha or Aflac or some of the med sub companies or sometimes short-term care companies, they're going to offer you, $100 for fully fully underwritten apps, maybe $50 bonus for Modify Guaranteed, or $200 for every fully underwritten app. And all these carriers, we kind of keep all those in front of you so you know which carriers have the incentives. We also offer, in conjunction with carriers, we'll offer like a short-term care or a long-term care bonus that the carrier will give you $50, we'll give you $50. So all throughout the year, we're continually offering incentives and bonuses on top of the rewards program, on top of your commission. We also offer a lot of incentive programs. So you can look for those or ask a marketer about them. Okay, Instant Pivot. The next three tools I'm going to show you, a lot of the tools, if you go to GoldenCare Agent, a lot of those tools are available for, you don't have to be contracted with GoldenCare to access them. But we do keep some of our more expensive tools that we pay a lot of money for, or we develop, so some are a little more proprietary, where we do want you to be licensed with one of our carriers to have access to them. One of them here is the Instant Pivot. What a great underwriting tool. If you've been in the business long enough, whether it be MedSup or long-term care, so, you'll run into a health concern. Maybe it's multiple sclerosis, maybe it's diabetes with 25 units of insulin, or you're depending on a given state, depending on a certain age, you're wondering which carriers will take on something like that. So then you have to go through and rifle through all these underwriting guides for the different options, whether it be home care only or short-term care or long-term care. And so we put together what's called the Instant Pivot tool. It's basically, we took all the darn underwriting guides for all these plans and put them in one spreadsheet. So to give you an idea, matter of fact, I'm going to just bounce out of here real quick on that. Okay, so GoldenCare's main agent site, goldencareagent.com. Now from here, if I want to access the Instant Pivot, okay, I'm going to do that. And that's one of the three that we keep under lock and key. So I've already registered on here, so it's going to take me in there right away. Otherwise, if you haven't, you'll have to register at GoldenCare and just verify that we have one appointment with you. So with this thing, so here you have basically all the home care, the home health care only, the long-term care plans, the short-term care plans. So we have all these products loaded in here. And you can pick the products that you want to look at. Okay, that's long-term care, short-term care. So I'm just going to put in a state of Alabama. And so if I had someone that, I don't know, maybe had a valve replaced or something, or let's take a look at this here. All right, come on, all right. So we'll just put in here, had angioplasty done. So when I click that, it's going to basically tell me the green checks. So any procedure to improve circulation. So this would be stent replacement also then. So it's going to tell me that True Freedom Home Care Plan will take it. Manhattan's Home Health Care Plan will take it. GTL's Home Health Care will. Aetna's Home Care will. Manhattan's Short-Term Care will. Wellaby's Short-Term Care Plan will do it on their limited plan, not their full plan. Cigna Short-Term Care won't touch that. So this just gives you a very quick snapshot of what will and what won't be accepted based on a thing. So again, if you've ever done much of this business, it sure is nice to be able to have everything in one place. This is every underwriting guide, every possible thing that can affect you. And you can do multiple conditions in here. I can put cardiomyopathy along with a cardiac surgery, and it's going to tell me which plans are going to still take that. Okay. So it gives you all those conditions. What a neat tool to use. Again, that can be accessed at goldencare.com. Let me hop back to my presentation here. So again, that's one of those tools that it's a big time saver for folks, that we can crunch all those underwriting guides. So you can quickly go there. If you're working in the state of Tennessee, you've got a valve replacement, you've got diabetes, whatever you're working on, it'll instantly tell you what products are available. And now, along with that, if you don't want to have to use this tool, remember, you always call us, but we have what's called our underwriting concierge service. Renee Stutz from our office here will help with this. So what she'll more or less do, if you just want to call in and say, here's what I've got. I've got that widowed lady with osteoporosis and a compression fracture. She's also got diabetes. Or I've got a person that's 2 years removed from cancer and they're 59 years old and they currently have, maybe they use a cane, or no matter what it is you're working on, you can call us, you can use Instant Pivot or use the underwriting concierge service. So I believe with that one, you can call or send an email. Yep. So call the office directly, ask for us to help, or direct call, extension 539. Or of course, you can just go to goldencare.com/underwriting. and just submit what you're working on, and we'll help you out. We'll help sift through all this underwriting and let you guys make a good choice on what you're trying to sell. Okay. Oh, it goes along with our decline placement. Yes. So we also have a decline placement program. Okay. So if you're writing all long-term care, and this is kind of industry-wide, we're issuing around 50% of business, maybe 60% of the high end. But interestingly, with the sticker shock or whatever reason, we only end up placing around 50% of the business that we write. And so it's really important that you have some place to go with these declines. So, you've already sold, you've created that need, and so they didn't get a long-term care. That's okay. There are great short-term care options. It will help you put together a plan with very similar benefits with the guy with a different carrier or a different insurance style. Like I look at long-term care, for example, some applied for $250,000 of long-term care. We come back and apply for $250,000 of coverage of short-term care, and they get through. So we'll help you place these decline placements. It's something we kind of automatically do. We try to look at the declines that come in, and we reach out to the agent with some possible solutions. But certainly know that if you ever get a decline in any walk of life, even with companies you don't have a GoldenCare, let us know what you're working on, and we'll help you place that. Okay, Stratecision. This is another one of those tools that we keep under lock and key for the licensed agents, but this is basically a great comparison. So I can load up to 4 long-term, like in a long-term care arena, you've only got NGL, Thrivent, Mutual Omaha, and now Care Scout. And I just had a guy yesterday that wanted to see, a $200 a day, 4-year plan, 90-day LM, 3% compound. He wanted to see that with the 4 companies available in long-term care. So you ran him a Mutual, a Thrivent, and NGL. Shows all the benefits side by side. A nice spreadsheet way to quote this. You can also do it for short-term care. I believe they have hospital indemnity in there. They have burial in there. So just a neat tool that lets you present to your clients. Sometimes some client, there's 2 schools of thought there. Sometimes when I present to my clients with 4 different options, it got them too long to make the decision. Part of it is they're thinking, I'm supposed to be the long-term care expert. I should probably be bringing them the best one to begin with. So I like to bring myself 1 or 2 options. I'm not sure I love bringing people 4 options, but some people want to see the prices, so it makes it look like you've done your homework. Well, boom, you've got it. You've got all the prices for all the companies, all in place. Nice spreadsheet. That's Stratecision. We pay a large monthly fee. So normally this is something that they charge agents for. I don't know how much a month, $20 a month or something, but we paid a master membership that all of our agents have access to this. So again, a lot of our agents use this quite a bit. Great little quoting tool. All right, what else we got in here? CSG Actuarial. Now this is again another quoting tool. This is more med sup driven, but they've also added hospital indemnity in there. And so where Stratecision is more designed for that extended care market, CSG is more for that Medicare market. But again, if you are doing any of your Medicare work, this thing allows you to quote any zip code in America, all the Medicare Advantage plans, all the prescription drug plans, all the Medicare sub plans, whether it's Plan N, Plan G, every carrier does any business in that zip code is going to be in there. And the same can be done for hospital indemnity and burial. So it's just another one of these comprehensive quoting tools that you can immediately get exact snapshot of whatever market landscape you're working in. If you're working in Tulsa, Oklahoma, you want to know what the prices are for all the carriers there, great reference to look. Maybe you'll see some on there that, as it turns out, are lower than what you're doing for Plan G, and maybe it's Cigna or maybe it's Aetna, or I don't know, depending on the market. Reach out to us. We'll get you set up with those. Do a little homework in your backyard and see what the better, most competitive rates are, and then add those carriers. So anyway, CSG Actuarial is a great tool. It's also part of Integrity Connect, which I'm going to show you soon, I believe. Yep. Okay, Integrity Connect. So GoldenCare has some great tools. This Integrity Connect is something, as you guys may know, GoldenCare was purchased along with, 250 other brokerages like GoldenCare by a company called Integrity down in Dallas. We call it the mothership. So they've bought up all these ma and pa shops, if you will, the GoldenCares that have written, hundreds of millions of business. And together, I think they did 2.5 billion in sales last year. They wrote 2 million policies. Number 1 writer of MedSup, number 1 writer of burial, number 1 writer of pre-need, number 1 writer of, I could go on and on and on. Okay. Integrity is a juggernaut in the insurance industry. And when they really do a lot with technology, service, but they are so technologically driven that because you're a GoldenCare agent, you have access to all the mothership's tools too. So you have access to all GoldenCare's great stuff. But I don't know, more importantly, but this Integrity Connect is incredibly strong. You know, you can use this, you can use any parts of it that you want or just one part of it. I'm going to go in there and just kind of show you a couple things in there. But if you're a GoldenCare agent, you have access to this as well. And so it's got an incredible CRM. It's got the ability to quote and enroll. It has CSG cooked into it as well, but you can quote all these different companies and go ahead and take you right onto the e-apps for multiple carriers. Real-time leads, I'll show you those. Compliance and scope, so it sets up to already record your calling, sets up your scopes, sets up your own website, makes you all completely CMS compliance. Again, if you're not doing Medicare, it doesn't mean as much to you, but if you are doing Medicare, how nice is it to have a website set up, a pre-recorded phone line, all the stuff that's already CMS compliant. I'll show you the personal website and phone numbers. Single sign-on, so this goes onto your mobile app, onto your phone, so you can enroll people from anywhere. I actually use my cell phone now to enroll people. It's all tied to this Integrity Connect thing. So let me just show you what I'm talking about quick here. I don't have a ton left either. We can open some to questions here. I think I have a couple more tools, but we're just highlighting some of the better ones. So I just want to show you this quick. You know, I do have an Integrity Connect account I mentioned I still sell. So I'm going to go in there real quick and log in. So again, if you have a license with GoldenCare or any of the partners that Integrity has bought now, sometimes some of our agents have a annuity contract with someone else, or it's very likely you maybe already have access to this. But if you don't, certainly again, by pulling a GoldenCare contract, you'll have access to it. Waiting for it to load. So in here, again, I can do all of my enrolling for all my carriers, all my product lines, the exception of long-term care I can't do in here, but in short-term care. But all my Medicare style products, the hospital indemnities and things like this, even burials. So this loads all my clients in here. It links all my policies, even ones I have, you know, different carriers, even if I don't have them. It just, for some reason, it pulls my NPM number, so it finds every piece of business I've ever written. Somehow, I don't know, it just does and puts them all in here. Not all of them, I guess, but so then you have all the different things here for marketing or contracting. Once you have your clients in here, there's just a bunch of stuff you can do with them, like send birthday letters, send whatever marketing campaign you want to set up. It's automated, it automatically does it for you. Let me go to a different area here though. Obviously it takes care of your clients and organizes all them. Okay, but over here, under Lead Center, so another pretty cool thing is they have, with their power and their reach, they have, you know, millions of dollars that they're spending on leads all the time to feed. I think we have, what did I see the number last time we had? A little over 1 million agents. Could have been 2 million, something like that. A lot, but enough to keep all these fed. Okay, so here's a lead marketplace. So I can go in here, and if I want to do MedSup, I'll do health. I'll do internet leads. I'll just put a zip code in here. I'll just do Ohio. So in other words, I can go in here, I can pick any zip codes I want, or states or regions. So here I'm just gonna put zip code, and I'll just put, I don't know, I'm gonna put the Columbus, Ohio area. Okay, so Franklin, so it's gonna tell me the hot zones where they have the most leads. So when I go down here then, there we go. Now it's okay. So now in this area, it's telling me I have lead ages 15 to 30 days, $7.50 lead. In this zip code, there's only one. Let me check a different area here. Let's do, I don't know. Let's do Crawford, Missouri. Okay. And again, I guess I should maybe have some different zip codes for you, but normally they have plenty of leads loaded in here that you can buy. And every zip code you're going to do that, of course. This is just one zip code. I wonder if I could just do the state of Missouri. Yeah. Should go down to just zip code. So I'll just do Alabama. So if I'm in that state, then it's going to show me that I have, now these are the diamond leads. These are 0 to 5 days old. They're $18 a piece. Or if you want ones that are maybe 6 to 30 days old, they're $11 a piece. Or the ones are 31. So you can buy any combination of these you'd like. They have them for life, MedSup. These are all available to you for being a GoldenCare agent. So playing around there, we have some agents that have had mixed success with them. I know right now, if you get logged in Integrity Connect, they're doing a lead sale. I think it's 40% off all leads right now. So that means, yes, those ones that are $4 will be like $1.50. The $11 ones will be like $6, $7. So it's something to try out if you haven't. So Integrity Connect in here, you've got so many tools to use. You've got so much stuff in there. The CRMs, the lead programs. I do have my own website set up in there, and for some reason I'm stumbling finding it, but it puts a link on my website, or on my, I can put an address line on my email line that can steer them to my website. I have a designated phone line. So all this stuff, again, if you don't have your own website yet, you don't have your designated phone lines, you know, these are all things that are available to you free of charge. So let us kind of help you wade into this Integrity Connect. It's all based on AI, by the way. I know we hear that a lot. It scares some people. But like, for example, when I have my clients in there, this thing will go through and tell me that, you know, these 7 people, like 2 in Missouri, 2 in Illinois, and 2 in Alabama are going to lose their Medicare Advantage plan this fall. So it's pulling this stuff, finding it, and presenting it to me, my 600 clients and their Medicare clients. It's going to tell me that, you know, these 12 are in a lot of danger. So again, I could go on and on about that. There's so much great things with that. But another thing it's offering us is it gives you the 50% off our E&O insurance. So you can access this 2 ways. If you do buy E&O insurance through us, we have a 50% discount on that. It ends up being in the 300s for $1 million of coverage. So you can access our E&O program through GoldenCareAgent.com. Under some of the tools there, or once you've registered at integrity.com, you can log in there. 2 ways to access it. But this, again, the power of being owned by Integrity. There's just a lot of other things inside of Integrity Connect as well. I mentioned the mobile app. You know, everything you can be done on your phone then. It automatically records your conversations, takes notes for you. I mean, again, I can't say enough. So that's just another tool that you have access to is from our mothership, Integrity. What else we got here? Bring in an expert. And so this is something we added, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, because we've always done this in the past. And I always kind of tell our agents, look, if you're sitting in there and you're with a client, and maybe you are a med sup guy, maybe you are someone who does mainly burials, or you're a life and annuity guy. You stumble across a long-term care lead. You've already called us, you've gotten a nice proposal from us, you game plan with us, you know what product you're presenting, but that client comes into your office, you sit down, you don't know a whole lot about the product. Sometimes what I encourage agents to do is when you're talking to your client, just call me up, put me on the phone with us. You know, I don't mind doing a 3-way call with that person, and we'll help you sell that client. When they have questions, why not bring an expert in to sit there right with her? We'll hold your hand and help the client understand things. And sometimes it's invaluable having that third party inside of that meeting with you. It's almost like, you know, when you bring that third party, that expert in, it just immediately validates you. Even if the expert isn't an expert, it's just weird how the dynamic works. But the point is, we are going to be your expert. You're someone to have in your corner for you. And it's just available to you. You can go ahead and log on to GoldenCare Agent, schedule a time, just give us like a day of warning or something, or call us in the morning if you have something this afternoon, or call us if it's something you're on right now. But bring your expert is something that kind of gets underutilized. We have some people use it, but we're happy to help you sell that case for you. So again, call 842-7799. Otherwise, you can go to GoldenCare, invite an expert to join, Calendly.com. You can schedule 15, 30, 45 minutes or an hour. So again, you'll get a copy of this. Another one of our tools, Care Options. So this is something that we can give you, you can have access to, what some of the guys do with this. What this is a comprehensive care planning website and service. So if you just imagine you're creating a living will, finding out how to save money on heating bills for seniors in the winter, how to organize how to get the best of your prescription drugs, what medication should I be taking with certain conditions, if I have this health condition, what are some good exercises I should be doing? I could go on and on about this. There's so many great tools packed in here. Average costs of local nursing homes, assisted livings, quality inspection checks of the local assisted livings. So this is something that you can give your clients for free. You can actually set it up where it has a link in your email, where if they click on it, it brings it to your own, kind of like the Integrity Connect, it's going to have your picture, your website. It's going to be your own care planning website that they can poke around and get information on that. If they want to reach you, they just click on it and emails to you. So this is another one of those things. If people use this, usually they'll give this service away just for allowing to meet with the agent. They'll say, if you meet with me, you'll have a free year access or a 30-day trial on this care options that you could do so many things with. So ask about that if you want to kick around and invest that more. Our bi-monthly newsletters to keep you all informed of what's going on. Linda does a great job with those. I did want to show you my website, my phone number. I'm not sure what on Integrity Connect, so I apologize for that part. But I would just say this: that Integrity Connect is a rapidly growing juggernaut of a tool. I mean, it's a powerhouse. It's all powered by AI. So that is the future. You have access to it. Use any part of it or any small part of it or all of it, but also take advantage of all the tools that GoldenCare has. Suffice to say, between GoldenCare and the mothership Integrity, we've got pretty much some of the best tools that you're going to find out there. And again, they're only as good as if they get utilized. So we want to help you utilize these tools. So the fact that you came on here tells me that you want to maybe take advantage of more of them. So please don't be afraid to call our office here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to wrap up here. 800-842-7799. I hope this was helpful, walking through and kind of explaining some of these tools to you. Again, it was supposed to be short and sweet. Trying to think about, let me look at some questions here. Let's see what we got. Well, I'll give you guys a chance. If you want to put some questions in, you certainly can. I'll keep it open here for a minute or two. But again, I want to thank you guys for coming on board. We do develop all these great tools and selling things, and sometimes our agents just aren't aware that they're there. So I hope this was eye-opening for you folks. If you saw something you really think might be able to help you, give us a call. We'll get you set up with it. Go on to goldencareagent.com and register what's called Agent Corner. So you have Stratecision, and you have CSG, and you have InstaPivot. But again, all this stuff, like I led off with, the most important tool we have is us, our people. We'll show you how to use these tools. We'll answer your questions. We'll seek out the right product for you based on their health, their age, what they're trying to accomplish. Let us be your expert in the field. Let us help you do more business. So with that, I'm going to close. And I want to thank again you guys for coming on board. I don't see any questions coming in, so you will get a copy of this presentation. But remember, let's get you contracted if you're not, and let's get you in front of some people. Think of some prospects you may have right now, someone that might be a good fit. Give us a call. We'll game plan with you a little bit, put together some quotes, call that client up, okay? All right, well, thanks for coming on board, everyone. Again, 800-842-7799 is our number. Otherwise, goldencareagent.com is our website. Thanks, everybody.
GoldenCare is always here to serve you with new tools, new products, new ideas, and new innovations, and always the best support in the business to help you succeed. So give us a call at 800-842-7799 and check out our website at www.goldencareagent.com.